Hey YouTube, Mike that Tankless guy. How you all doing today? I hope we all had a safe and productive week. Alright, today is actually a requested video. It is the proper flushing of a tankless heater. Okay, this is a Rinnai RUR199, but pretty much all the tankless heaters that don't have a separate recirc line. In the other video that I did a week ago with the Navien that has a separate recirc. You're going to need to flush this through the cold water side of the valve kit and the hot water side of the valve kit. All right, so today here, as you can see, we have a code 55, which indicates that the unit needs to be flushed. So the unit is 1 year old and we have to flush it. But you just don't come with this here with the flow aid or vinegar and start just do a flush. With a tankless heater, there's other things you have to do. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug the unit to take power off. We don't want power on the unit. I already have the 3 screws out, front door off. Now we're gonna shut the water down. Cold water, hot water. Now we want to relieve some of the pressure out of it. So we're going to hook up our pump. We have our flow aid. We have our flow aid solution. This here is the pump in the bucket. That goes to the cold water. Then out of the hot water side, back into the bucket. On an interior unit, you're in luck because there's always a plug near it or the unit is plugged in. Now we want to open up our flush ports. That's going to relieve some of the pressure. It'll relieve it back into the bucket. That's fine. Now, we want to remove the filter. And what we're going to do is we're removing it with the tankless tool. So basically, it's a 3/8 ratchet with a 5/8 socket, which is going to go up into the filter housing. It catches the whole inside. And the object of here is to remove this black housing. Now, if the filter stays in, you're going to have to try to remove it, or you're going to have to break it out and change it. So let's see what happens. See, the filter stayed in. We're going to have to try to gouge that out. Well, let me go through. Hang out. My son is going to go get the picks out of the truck. Let me go through this other stuff here while we get the pick, because we're going to have to break that filter out. Again, this is why we do this in real time. All right. On these units, you're going to have to remove the venturi. And you're going to have to check the fan, and you're going to have to check the venturi. You also have to remove this inlet filter, this screen. Now, as you can see, the screen is really clean. There's just a little bit of debris in this upper corner, and we're going to take that off with a brush. All right, here, I'm going to give this back to my son. So the whole object, like I said, is to remove that filter. Well, let's get this here. So you're going to just take your brush this off really good, nice and clean, and put it back in. That's your checks. And you're going to take this off. Go look at my other video on the code 15, and that video is going to show the actual cleaning or removing of the unit. The actual So as you can see, this is stuck in here. For 1 year, it's stuck in there. Here it comes, and it's broken. But this is what you have to do. If you don't remove this, it's going to be, you're not going to flush this correctly. See, so now all of this is coming back. Now there's an O-ring in there. You need to remove the O-ring. Because if not, you're not going to get a proper seal. Well, the O-ring stayed in there. Okay. Now I have filters in my bag. Okay, you want to remove the filter from the housing. Use the tankless tool, because all you want to do is put the plug back in it. Okay, so now you got the filter removed. Throw it in the bucket so it gets, that's a new filter. Now you want to put the plug back in. Oh, dropping everything. Make sure the O-ring is on. Take your tool and tighten it up. You want the filter out so that you're getting the full amount of flow from the descaler into the unit. And now, see, here's the O-ring. It popped out. Give it a second. Gotta bleed out the air. And there you go. There's your flush. That's good flow coming out of this. You just put it back in the bucket, and now you sit. Now I'll show you. Let me find the filter that's somewhere in here. There it is. Okay. When you got the filter, pick up these brushes. It's like a 1/2 inch metal or brass brush, and use it to clean the inside of the filter. That's dirty. Because now you got the filter out, you got the plug in, you're now flushing the unit. Clean out the filter, even put a rag through it. Take one of these brushes and brush the filter. After it's done, now it's fairly clean as you can see. You're gonna drop it in the bucket. We don't have to because it's a brand new filter. Use some of the solution to clean it up, and then you can pop it back into the housing, which basically the housing, and you'll pop it back in to the housing, turn it. Of course, there's no O-ring on that, and Bob's your uncle. See, that's how you put it together. That's it. This will be, I'm going to save this housing for later. But that other filter, which is right here, will not come out and that's what we had to do with it. That's all part of the service. Checking the venturi. Now, if it's a non-condensing unit, like an RL or an NPN model, you want to check the igniter. You want to check it here too. Check the igniter, check the sensor, look at the unit, see if there's any corrosion in here. See, there's a little bit of this white debris in here, but it might have came from something here that's not normal that you would see. It's just like a dust. So it feels like a powder or something. But we'll clean that up. Then we'll check you could check your heat demisters, you could check all of this. That's all part of the service. Then to reset the code, what you're going to do is you're going to and I have a video on that, and you can go on my Instagram and see it. You're going to press the on-off button 5 times in 5 seconds. We'll reset the 55 when we're all said and done. Then you're going to have to reset the clock, and the times will stay. Now, see, the reason that I'm saying this is you don't want to go out or go look online for someone that is saying they're doing the flushes. Okay, all tankless companies frown upon that, and this is a requested video from 2 of the companies to do this. Find a certified plumber off of the Tankless that you have's website in your area. Call them to come and do this. For starters, if they find something that's wrong, they're like either a certified PE or a certified ACE Pro. They can get the parts and either do it under warranty or do it under labor and parts warranty. Other than that, they're certified and can get the parts, or they're going to have the parts on the truck. All right, so again, this was heavily asked for me to put this out. Go on the website of either Rinnai or Navien or Bosch or Rheem and find a local installer, or call them up and give them your zip code, and they'll tell you of a certified plumber. Use a certified plumber to do this, because it's a lot more than just running the vinegar through it or the descaler. I mean, we use this flow aid. We're not sponsored. They don't give us nothing. We own 3 of these things. They're $1.50 a piece, because we could do 3, 4, 5 units at once on a building. This is I found to be the best. Again, we're not sponsored. They did not give us this. I find this company to be the best. Nice and compact, comes with everything. I have video on it, showing it, opening up the box and what comes in it. It's about $150 online. You want to let this sit. We ain't going to go through the whole 30 minutes. We're going to go through, and then I'll just finish up the video. Again, find a certified plumber so that they can come and flush this system and do the full. On a system like this, yes, it's a lot more entailed, because again, you should take out this venturi, make sure that the actual vent's it's like a single barrel carburetor. And if you go into my code 15 video, which was about 2 videos ago, you could see what it is to remove it and what it is to look at it. That's when you get what they call a code 15, the venturi is no good. By you servicing this on a Rinnai, RUR, or RU or CU, you will prevent this from seizing up and getting a code 15. You need to clean this intake filter. You need to take a look and clean out the fan, some air, maybe a brush, and take a look at the flame rods. All right, YouTube? So we're going to let this sit for about another 20 minutes. Then we're just going to go back and install the filter. Again, let's see, where is that? Okay, here it is. You can, I'll actually show you the tool. You can go on, it'll be in the description below. You can go on to www.thetanklesstool.com, and it's online. You can purchase it. Just purchase it, and which you put your info in, it'll be delivered to your house in a package just like this. 5/8 inch socket with a 3/8 ratchet. And again, you may need an extension. You can get this 55M tap, which is the tap for the thread in case it's bad. And you can actually use, if you needed to, a 5/8 ratcheting box wrench. I also carry, and I'll find the right one. I'll find actually the right two. I carry these gun swabs. These gun swabs, the large 12 gauge, is used to swab out the cold water inlet, and this one is used to swab the actual filter. If it's really, really crusted, you could dip it in the solution. So also these gun swabs are really good to have. So in the description below will be the website to purchase the tool. Phenomenal tool. I've been using it for over 2 years, and I've had absolute 100% success with it. All right, YouTube, please hit that bell, like, subscribe, share this video. Again, I greatly appreciate all of the support. Check out my shorts. Oh, I knew I was gonna laugh on that one. I started the shorts now, so check out my shorts. I've been posting some things on the shorts. All right, okay, YouTube, Bob's your uncle. You be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now. All right. I started this video again on the flush here just to show, okay, when you're done, we're gonna put the filter back in, which is in, take the bucket away, close both of the flush ports, cold and hot, put the caps back on, turn your cold water on first. You'll hear it rushing into the heat exchanger, then turn your hot water on next. Okay, what you want to do on these units is you want to, hold on a second, you want to open up this port right here. Now you might need a little pair of channel locks. You want to bleed out the cold water side of this. There's 2 ports on the bottom here. So you want to open this up and take some water out. What I'm doing with this hideous noise is I'm bleeding out the heat exchanger. That's it. You want to just take a little water out, get the air out, shut it off. All right. Don't spill your bucket. If it's an outside unit or if the relief pipe is piped outside, you can pop the relief out too. Plug the unit in. It's going to cycle. Now you see you got your code 55 and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to shut off. Turn on. Your code 55 is gone. But now you got to set the time. Turn the unit off. Hit function. There's your time. We are now at 11:08. Make sure AM and PM is correct. You like that, right on 11. Hit function, hit power, you're back on. Check your timer cycles. Hit your override so that you can turn the unit on. Because right now I have the circulator on. I'm faking it out. Flame, unit is operating. You don't hear no puffing noise or no whining. That could tell you that you got a little air inside of the heat exchanger or the pump. Just remember to turn off the override. Right here. Turn that off. And these will now turn off. Flame is off. Little circulator. So watch. Override. It turns on. The time's now. That little thing, that little circle running around ants is the pump is on, and then eventually we'll get a flame. Once you get a flame, check inside of your port here. See, it might be hot because we had it on. And then when you're done, turn this off. Now you're going to go inside and bleed out all your faucets too. That's the end of your service. All right, YouTube, again, hit that like, subscribe, bell, share. I appreciate all of the subscribes, all the comments. My email will be below. Now, I know I already said this, but I figured let's do this to show it, because there's interest in that. Alrighty? Again, make sure you look up on the company that you have's website for a certified plumber that has gone through their courses and is on their website that they trust to do an install, a service, or a repair. All right, YouTube? You all be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.